again, take a picture where you spend that and hashtag think local, and that'll make, that hashtag will make a little bit more sense here in just a little bit. At this time, we'll move into a more formal portion of our meeting. We have not done this since I've been here, and I'm in my 5th appointment year, so this will be new to many of us, but it is something we need to do. We're going to be voting. Ooh. This is tough. We're going to be voting on a proposed change to the Chamber's bylaws, as recommended by the Chamber's Executive Board of Directors. You should have received a copy of the proposed bylaw change via email ahead of today's meeting. You can find a printed version of this in the middle, in the center of your table. The changes are clearly marked in red and underlined for your review. As a reminder, we shared this in the email. I think 2 emails went out to you with this. Each chamber member, business, organization, or individual that is present to vote is entitled to 1 vote on the proposed change, meaning only 1 representative, for example, from Security Bank, will cast a vote on their organization's behalf. Only 1 per organization, business, or individual. Are we clear on that? So I will begin, as we are instructed to do by our bylaws. I'll begin by reading the current bylaw as it is written. Section 7, Annual Audit. The books of the Chamber of Commerce shall be audited every 3 years, or as deemed necessary by the Board of Directors. Audits shall be completed no later than October 1st. The audit shall at all times be available within the offices of the Chamber for review by members. The proposed, and so then what we are looking to do, the proposed new language is as follows. Section 7, the header will change to annual accounting reviews and periodic audits. After the end of each fiscal year, our fiscal year runs from July 1st through June 30th. The books of the Chamber of Commerce shall undergo an annual accounting review, and this review shall include a comprehensive evaluation of the Chamber's financial records and statements, except that at least every 4 years, or more frequently as deemed prudent and necessary by the Board of Directors, the Chamber shall conduct a full audit of all fiscal years following the most recently completed prior audit. All annual accounting reviews shall be completed on or before the last day of the calendar year during which the fiscal year being reviewed ends. Meaning, if we're in an audit year, the fiscal year ends on June 30th, this audit and the reviews must be done by December 31st of that year. All audits shall be completed on or before the last day of the calendar year during which the most recently ending fiscal year being audited ends. Regarding any fiscal year that ends during the calendar year in which a full audit is occurring, an annual accounting review of that fiscal year will not occur. All annual accounting reviews and all audits shall at all times be made available within the offices of the Chamber for review by the members. So the reason for this proposed bylaw change is to strengthen the Chamber's financial oversight practices while allowing for greater flexibility and efficiency. The new language ensures a financial review is conducted each and every year, exceeding current requirements by our bylaws. That is to add to the Chamber's overall accountability and transparency. This also aims to reduce the financial burden of having to conduct a full-scale audit that we have to contract out every 3 years. What we are finding is that it is really hard to find someone to do a full-scale audit for us, and we are trying to do it locally. We were not able to find someone this year. We're having to expand our net of where to find that service, and the wider the circle gets, the the more expensive it becomes, because we're having to turn to places like Springfield, St. Louis, maybe Jeff City area, perhaps even Kansas City. Again, the bigger we go, the more expensive it becomes. So we're trying to reduce the financial burden while still maintaining prudency in our financial accountability. So instead, a comprehensive audit will be conducted every 4 years, or more frequently if needed, to balance strong financial responsibility with practical resource management. Furthermore, the board believes that this bylaw change better aligns with an organization of our size while supporting long-term sustainability. I also want to note that the language as presented to you was written and recommended by the Chamber's legal counsel. And so at this time, I would first entertain a motion for the bylaw as presented and recommended by the board. We have one here, and then do we have a second? We have a second. We'll give just a moment to ensure that the record reflects that. It has been so moved and seconded that we approve the bylaw change as presented. Is there any discussion at this time? There is no discussion. So again, one representative per organization, business, or if you're an individual member, you will vote as well. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Are there any opposed? And are there any abstaining? Thank you. The motion is passed and the record will reflect that result. Thank you, friends. So that's done. We'll have fun now, yeah? Following a year centered on the theme strengthening community relationships that drive local business, where our collective efforts have led to meaningful partnerships and impressive growth, we now turn our focus to those who have brought that vision to life over the past year. And I just want to say, this is the largest chamber lunch